Side-by-side racing in Gran Turismo is something we all love, but something we hate, all of us, is when you're in a side-by-side battle and either somebody dive bombs you, ruins your race with a punt, or we are those people, by accident or by skill. This video is for you. I'm sorry if I have ever punted someone. It was either skill, never deliberate. In today's video, we will not only be covering inside versus the elusive outside move, which we all love, we will also go into depth some little secrets of how to avoid being punted or how to avoid punting someone, whether it be by accident or, as I said, by skill. Make sure you check this out, and I hope that you truly enjoy this video. Setting up the outside move and when to do it. As you can see here, I'm going to just quickly show you an example of Evkurchi. He is obviously in a slower car in the straights, so I've managed to have a good run up him. I go to the outside, he defends the inside as expected, leaves enough space, and the outside move is done, which also allows us to be on the inside line for the next corner. That basically is one of the best times to try and attempt the outside move when the next corner would be in your favor, which is the inside line. Let me give you the golden tip and secret to the outside move. What would happen usually when you do the outside move is, number one, obviously the car on the inside will be aiming for the apex in front. With his narrow line that he currently has on this side here, and we've got the outside line, it means his corner will be sharper, which means he has to slow down a little bit more to allow the space on the outside. Obviously the inside line is considered to be the fastest line. However, there is a way to negate that, especially with corners and tracks that are going to be doing this in this way. If he is going to be occupying the space here, that means this whole inside line will be his. Do you agree? Of course. Now, this means anything on the outside will be for us. We will not need to hit the front of the apex or the inside apex curb. We would need to be able to come in a wider line. The reason and the fact that we will not be hitting the inside curb means this car will be occupying it. So the whole width of this car's body, this is theoretical and is usually what is applied. I can break this width of the car from this side to this side. I can basically break that much later than my usual spots. So if my usual spot was here, I can now break there. This means that I can break a little bit later to shoot myself up on the outside of the Subaru or other car ahead if attempting to do the outside overtake. I can brake a little bit later, shorten the corner around, similar to athletes doing the 400 meter. That basically sets us up to almost be equal going into the corner, and that definitely puts you in a greater chance or opportunity with a bigger potential. Have fun with this, gents, because trust me, passing on the outside always gets a lot more attention. Now, before we literally dive into the dive bomb move coming up next, for those of you that are currently enjoying what you are seeing, kindly hit that subscribe button and remember to hit the bell icon. Anyway, keep watching. How to successfully perform a dive bomb, which is basically the most commonly used overtake maneuver in racing. Straight or a straight basically, and the car behind you's got the slipstream and the run up on you. They would essentially stick out behind you until they get enough speed to pass you on the inside. Now, this is incredibly important. What I can show you here is look at the distance and refer to the outside mover on the previous segment that we did. Technically, you would think I'm ahead and I can have a better shot at the corner going around based on the theory that we used prior to this on the outside move. However, that mostly applies to corners that are not as sharp as a hairpin, basically turn 2 of a Red Bull ring, technically turn 3. Basically what this would allow is Graziani would technically or inevitably be able to pass on the inside. Let me go through some critical and vital tips on how to successfully do this without bombing people ahead. We all know that people have their inside line braking marker when you're on the optimal line from doing time trials and practicing, etc. So let's say hypothetically you have the 100 meter mark here. Here you would not be as phased because the car on the inside can see it. However, some tracks you would be further ahead if the car has been defending on the inside and then there is no 100-meter board in your peripheral vision towards the left. That's why on tracks with long straights, which the dive bomb is quite inevitable, always try and have yourself a indicator or a spot on the inside of the track, usually on this side here. If you notice on this track there is a little marker here that basically should be indicating your inside line on where to brake. It is on the 100-meter board. Every board has their inside markers on most tracks, for those who never knew this. This is critically important. I know it's very small and tiny to see, but if you're up along this side, that speck or break in the white line is definitely visible. Please remember to always use this and allow space on the outside for the car that is defending to show respect. Alright, so let's get back to it. Let's just exit this and see how successful the move Graziani made on me. As you can see there, I go on the outside, which is not the optimal line. We both have a little spinny, and he successfully completes the dive bomb with ease and respect given from both drivers to have the inside and outside lines available to the other driver. On the following corner, I just want to show you guys exactly what as well. Now the road or the inside barrier is much closer. I want to show and give you the reference to the little speck on the gravel, which is the 100-meter board or the 150-meter board braking marker. This is for the inside line. However, with this wall being closer on the inside right, when you brake here, also notice there is an outside or an inside rather marker for the 100 meters, and on the road and on this side of the track with a massive line here, obviously the one that most people try and use. By driving here, then think their left eye will catch this all in the heat of battle. It does not. Don't mess up somebody's race. Just apply the following rules. Most tracks have got this inside little speck here with the line, and then got the inside line barrier here. So focus now, and let's complete some successful dive bombs, boys.